So with the new tax year literally just days away and the stock market performing incredibly bad, are we as investors in for a treat? With stock market prices lower than all-time highs and our fresh £20,000 deposit allowance being handed back to us, could this be a perfect storm for UK investors? So as you can see, this is my current stocks and shares ISA. It's from Trading 212 and my current value is £108,015. Today has been a terrible day in the stock market. You can see at one point it was so bad that the value went down to £106,894. So this is in stark contrast to what it was last month at £116,440. But of course, we know as investors that the stock market can be very volatile in the short term, and with our £20,000 allowance, resetting in a few days, should we take full advantage of what is being handed to us, a stock market correction and a new allowance? So as always, if you would like to sign up to Trading 212 and receive a free fractional share worth up to £100, all you have to do is to use the link to sign up in the description box down below. Alternatively, if you've already signed up to Trading 212 in the past 10 days but haven't received a free share, all you have to do is to click the 3 horizontal line menu over here. Scroll all the way down until you see this section, use promo code, and in this section just use my code JUBAIR and you should receive a free fractional share. So I've been sharing my financial journey with investing on YouTube for over 2 years now. I've showed you each time where I had a stocks and shares ISA. Initially I had it on Free Trade, then Invest Engine, now on Trading 212. This is all my money and I want to put it in the best place that makes sense for me. Now over the past 4 to 5 years I've had this strategy where I have my funds in the stocks and shares ISA. I try to invest a bit more and the excess goes into the general accounts. On Free Trade that was the GIA, and on Trading 212 that is the Trading 212 Invest account. However, this year I've made a grave mistake, so I won't be maxing out my stocks and shares ISA straight away like I have done over the past 2 years. Each year I made a video about me maxing out my ISA straight away, but unfortunately it looks like I won't be able to do that, this year unless there is a miracle turnaround. Let me explain. So as you can see, this is my Trading 212 Invest account, which is a general account, and I am down since investing by 6.29%, and that is a loss of £1,353. By no means am I okay with selling this off at a loss, especially one that is that high. So my idea usually is that I invest, I save around £20,000, sometimes less, and then in my general account, I can get capital appreciation. Currently, you can make up to £3,000 in capital gains outside of your ISA without having to pay any tax. The year before that, it was £6,000. The year before that, it was £12,300. So realistically, if you are really good at trading, you can make basically £12,000 in gains. So you don't even have to save up a full £20,000 every year for your ISA. You just make the gains in the account and it will be tax-free. Unfortunately, now it's £3,000, but even £3,000 can really help you towards, maximizing that ISA allowance. But like I said, I'm currently at a loss. There are a few days until April the 6th, and especially after the tariffs are supposed to go live on April the 2nd, we will find out, the fate of the stock market. But as of right now, I don't see how the stock market is going to move up, 7% in just a matter of days. So I'm just going to have to assume the worst and plan for my ISA in a way that I didn't think I was going to have to plan. So going back to my stocks and shares ISA, every year I have over the past 4 years maxed out my stocks and shares ISA. Like I said in the beginning, I've used multiple platforms before. Trading 212, of course, is my favorite. Going forward, I do want to try out a different platform for the sake of reviewing and for the sake of not putting all of my eggs into just one platform. I do trust Trading 212. I have a lot of money with them, over the £85,000 everyone talks about. Personally, I'm not worried about that, but I do want to, spread my money around different brokers. I am going to stay with Trading 212 long term, so this value is probably, in the long term, easily going to hit $1 million if I can get 10% a year in the long term. So the reason why I want to try out a new broker isn't because of I think that Trading 212 is going to go bust and I'm going to lose all my money. You can see currently in my Trading 212 ISA, I made a lump sum of £113,000 just over a month ago, and that is down by 7.76%, or a loss of nearly £9,000. Today, at some point, it was over a £9,000 loss. Now, this is exactly what I mean by a perfect storm. When the ISA allowance resets, I have a fresh £20,000 that is not in my ISA to be put into my ISA, and I can benefit from the lower prices of the S&P 500 or even the All World. As you can see, here is a fund that always has seemed very sensible to me, although not financial advice, and this is the Invesco FTSE All World. Over the past month, it is down by 5.35%, which is definitely a significant amount to be down. Now, if I had a fresh £20,000 and put it into something like this, even though the markets could go down after that, I'd be very happy to do that with a 5% discount. Now, like I said, that £20,000 that I had in my Trading 212 Invest account, of course, I can't just transfer that over because I am at an unrealized loss. So now what I'm going to have to do is to contribute fresh money. Somehow I'm going to have to find it, maybe £1,000 per month, but that's still just £12,000. I'm going to have to find the money, fresh money to put into my ISA. And if the markets go up, then the value of my other portfolios go up. If the markets go down, then the fresh money that I put in will benefit from lower prices. Now, you'll be seeing a lot of best ISA videos out on YouTube, and this year I decided not to make that sort of video. And the reason really is that I would rather my channel be about the brokers that I use, because if I use them, surely I can recommend them. And Trading 212 has definitely been one of those brokers that I can really easily recommend. It has super low fees, has a huge selection of ETFs, and if it was just me with new money looking for a stocks and shares ISA, I don't know why I wouldn't choose Trading 212. I mean, it really does have everything. Interest on uninvested cash is currently 4.6%. Bear in mind, this is put into qualifying money market funds on a stocks and shares ISA. It even has a cash ISA now at 4.5%, and this isn't in qualifying money market funds. All the money is put into banks, so it's safe as high street banks. But that being said, I'm not making the best stocks and shares ISA provider because, I wholeheartedly recommend Trading 212, but also I'm just looking at two other options that are viable for me to be looking at stocks and shares ISA providers. Actually, let's say 2.5 here. So the honorable mention goes to Lightyear, which now has a stocks and shares ISA. However, I think I'm not going to be choosing Lightyear this year because they don't have fractional shares on ETF, and for me that is a deal breaker. Now, the two that I am thinking about, formerly I've already used them and I know they are a great platform, and that's Invest Engine. I did transfer my ISA over to Trading 212, and that is because I preferred to have, quick execution on my money. But Invest Engine is a great platform for long term, so I might be looking into starting a new ISA with Invest Engine. Now, the one that I'm seriously considering is actually one that I never thought I would say, and that is XTB. They offer a free stocks and shares ISA just like with Trading 212 and Invest Engine. Currently, for your first 90 days, they are providing 6.5% annual equivalent rate on your uninvested cash. So that is actually much higher than Trading 212. Bear in mind that rate is boosted for only 90 days, but I think it is a great introductory offer. I mean, personally, I'm quite torn between the two because XTB and Invest Engine are very different platforms. XTB is more geared towards, short-term trading kind of thing, trading, even long-term trading, but Invest Engine really is made for just set it and forget it, which, I could definitely benefit from. So make sure to check out some of my other videos, and I'll see you in the next video.